Welcome to the Midnight Lounge, hosted by your main man, Uncle Freezy. Sit back and relax, unwind, enjoy the midnight conversation. Usually we'll be joined by any and many of my friends who come in and help set the vibe, all for you. Again, welcome to the Midnight Lounge. Let's start the show. Yo, everybody, what's good? Welcome to another Saturday night of Vibe Radio. I am your number one chief rocker, Uncle Freezy. I'm joined by my main man and good friend, Troy Burrow. Troy Burrow, how you doing, man?
That's good, man. Happy holidays.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So as usual, I'm just gonna stick to the normal format. I'm gonna rock on YouTube for a little bit, right? Rock on YouTube for a little bit to let everybody get in the door. Then we'll transition to X only so that we can play some joints. DSJ is in the building. Salute.
Salute.
How you, man?
What's going on, everybody? I'm only here to do everything that you play.
Boom. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, I had a wild week of music listening. So, just gonna ask you guys if how was your music listening week? What did you have a preference? Did you get into a pocket, or were you just searching around this week when it came to the music stuff?
I listened to Redman's new album, Muddy Waters 2.
Right.
I definitely liked it. I think he stayed true to the original one. And Robert Glasper had dropped a Christmas album. It's like about 8 songs. So I listened to that. Fonte, he also dropped a EP like early this year. It's like about 4 songs on that. So like my taste is like all over the place.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw Fonte out there. I was tempted to buy it, right? But when it comes to this music thing, I got to be careful because I'll go down a rabbit hole of, before you know it, I've been spent like $12.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not that $12 is gonna, break the world in half, but before you know it, you be done spent $12 and $12 and $12 and $12. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
And so, is that for me? Thank you. Oh, this looks hot. Okay, thank you. Look how hot this is, y'all. Can y'all see how hot that is? Yeah. Miss Mocha coming through in the clutch with some hot chocolate for the vocals.
Nice.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. DSJ, there's one word that I cannot get out of my head.
And that word is
mustard.
You want to know what's crazy? I still haven't listened to that album. I think it's just a matter of I'm not in that space specifically. I did hear the Redman 2 album yesterday, and I loved it. It was absolutely a throwback. I heard that one. I also heard Graph and 38 Special's album. I guess for me, it's just more about that East Coast going back, the lyricism, Um, that thing that we love so much in
Right.
the night.
Right. No doubt. No doubt. I I
And then I turned around and I doubled down and I ended up listening to Mario's new album.
okay. So how'd you enjoy it?
I actually enjoyed it for the most part. I'll be honest with you. I think the one thing that sold me on the album were the singles that were not on the album, which was a disappointment. Um, so immediately, like three songs that he had, which is "Like Her Too," "Main One," and "Used to Me." Like those were his singles that he was promoting. None of those songs are on the album, but those are the songs that I was actually looking forward to
Okay.
hearing in totality with the body of work.
Okay.
So in terms of that part, the album is a letdown. But in terms of just listening into the listening space of it, the concept of the album, um, yeah, it was fantastic. I loved it.
Right. Right. Man. Triborough had mentioned that he heard listened to some albums too. And I was
Yeah.
gonna ask him about I wanted to ask him about those two. DSJ. I wanted to ask you though, since you got in that pocket. Guess I'll ask the question out loud for both of y'all. So how did the music move you? Like what was the standout thing with the music that you heard that made it memorable?
For Red, for you mean like for the new albums that we heard.
Yeah.
For Redman's album, I mean, it's gonna be like 30 years for the first Muddy Waters. So
Muddy Waters, yeah.
yeah, we've been hearing about the sequel forever, and I really didn't think he was gonna actually drop it on Christmas Eve, but he did, and I
Right.
was impressed because like he stayed true to the album concept and the sound of it, and even the skits. Like you don't get skits on rap albums anymore, and I felt like the skits were just as hilarious as the skits that he's done on Muddy Waters and
Right.
Dr. Nim 2000 Malpractice. So I loved it. The features were great, and for a 32 track album, he gave us like a long playing album. That's something that we don't get now in this era. So
Right.
I was highly impressed with the way that he took his time with the album and gave us a great sequel to the first one. And Robert Glasper, it's a Christmas album, but it's like Christmas neo soul, Christmas jazz.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, artists like Andre Day is on there, and
Really?
Alex. Yeah, she's on the song. You have Ron Isley's daughter, Alex Isley. I believe she's on there as well. So I always like Robert Glasper on every project that he comes out with. So I was highly impressed.
Okay. Okay. We might have to give part of that a listen tonight if we get the chance to. I had a playlist in mind kind of
Mm.
that I wanted to kind of get to. And just wanted to say salute to everybody watching us on YouTube. So in about 3 minutes, we're going to transition to X only so that we can get into the playlist so that you'll know exactly what we're talking about and get a sense for what it is that we're talking about when it comes to um, this music thing and how this music makes you feel. I just listened to um, right before I jumped on, and not not getting away from what you guys are saying, right? But right before I got on, I listened to a joint called "Whenever You Want It," and I listened to I it's probably about my 12th time listening to it, and I can't figure out what it is. So I want to play it for my audience to see what they think of it. Because see, and this is when I say that this is not a like or dislike. This is definitely like, but in terms of what it is and what it does for you, I'm not for sure. Right? Like I
Right.
know it's sustenance, but I don't know what type of. You feel me? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I don't know. I think the song is so different in a good way. It's kind of like, so the artist told me that he was motivated by one thing, and when I hear it, I have a different vibe.
Right.
Like I have a different vibe. I'm definitely gonna play it tonight though, so that we can hear it. So on that note, I'm gonna bid my YouTube family adieu. This is where you can catch us at on X. Come on over to X and check us out at Big Freezy on X. Right. And with that said, we're gonna move the party over to the nighttime hour. We'll see y'all.